Kimber, just got to say this, right? This is incredible. It would have
I can't
to be
hear you guys.
2000. Oh, can you?
Just in case.
Can you hear us?
You're
Benji?
Oh, no. We've got
No.
Benji Madden from Good Charlotte sitting right here on our computers, and he can't hear us now.
There you are.
Hey,
there you are.
We've got him.
Welcome, Benji.
Benji Madden from Good Charlotte. He's here, everybody.
I told
Wow.
you not to press that button.
I'm sorry. It's the only button that I've got here, Benji, and I don't know why they trust me with it, but yes.
Hey.
Well,
mate,
hello.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. It's nice to see you guys.
It is a pleasure. Motel du Cap Tour, RAC Arena, Feb 17, with a couple of awesome people that you're bringing along as well. Yellow Card and Kiss Chasey along for the ride, man. I've got my etnies ready to go. It's 2002 all over again. We're at the Formal on the Crystal Swan. This is great. We can't wait to have you here in Perth. Now, we were talking about this off the air. It was 2004, the first time that you guys actually played in Perth, so 22 years ago. And then you just dropped this cheeky little thing to say, hey, guys, with a little wink and a smile, not the only time that we've been to Perth. You come and visit mates here.
We do. I mean, so just so everybody knows, especially Perth, you can get a lot of privacy in Perth.
We know.
You can.
You've been getting away with
It's a fun place. So I've been to Perth quite a few times. We've got a lot of friends in Australia. We've got friends that we've met even outside of Australia, Australians who we've met around the world. And we've over the last 25 years, we've formed some really close relationships. A lot of friends, and some of my best friends in the world live all over Australia. In a few different places. And we love Perth. The first time we came to Perth, we were blown away, and we're really excited to be kicking this tour off in Perth. That we were really excited that the venue that we had, the routing and the availability, that we could kick it off in Perth. So we're excited about it, and we love Perth. But who doesn't? Tell me somebody who's actually been to Perth that doesn't love it.
That is true. I mean, you will be celebrated, and especially because you are kicking
beautiful.
off the tour here, we will be bringing the energy. And a world tour is huge. Do you personally pick which cities you want to go to, like places you want to explore, or do you just go where the fans are?
So it's 50-50. You definitely do get to pick, but then some other factors come into play, like routing, availability. I'll tell you, one of the hard things and why Perth wouldn't get as many shows sometimes is it's just expensive. You know what I mean? So when you got to move an entire arena show from, it gets much more doable if you're talking about a 6 to 8 hour drive when you're trucking gear and you have X amount of tractor trailers and semis. And you're moving, you're kind of moving a big show and a lot of people. It can get tricky when you're going. It's quite a big continent. Australia is so going to the other side it gets a little bit more expensive. But so some of those factors can factor into tours depending on where it's at and availability and all that. So yes, you do get to pick. You try to pick. But then reality sometimes can get in the way.
Yeah.
Tell all your friends how easy Perth works out to be. And
you got to sell tickets, right?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Benji, 2002 being the breakout year, but you guys were a band you've been around since the 90s and whatnot. And then so many hits and so many albums over that time, in amongst a couple of hiatuses as well. But you've essentially got, 30-odd years of fans, some who weren't even born that are discovering your music. How does that make you feel when you look out into a crowd? Do you notice that there's just this widespread adoration for you guys and what you do?
I'll tell you, it's kind of wild how fast time goes, because it kind of feels like 5 minutes, but then it also feels like a lifetime. It feels like we were little kids when we started. And now to be, grown men with families and doing this, getting to do this again on our own terms. And the way, I think, with all the lessons we learned and everything we learned over the years, now when we're on stage, I have to say, you have a different feeling on stage. It's really sweet. Like, you feel really appreciative. You feel really, I think when you're younger, you're just full of energy and you just want to, you're just kind of like, you feed off the energy of the crowd in a different way. And I think that there's something exciting about that. And now I think as dads and as guys who have been through a few decades together, being on stage and seeing the audience and the why, so there's a whole bunch of people that are coming to these shows that have never seen us live.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's really sweet. It's sweet. We appreciate it.
That's huge. And now, Benji, the late and great Heath Ledger is from our small city, just a boy from one of our local schools. And now when he first
Legend.
Isn't he? And when he first got together with
Legend.
Heather Graham, we all went, whoa, like a little guy from our town, he's with Heath Ledger. Now, Good Charlotte, hugely successful band, I know, but when Cameron Diaz agrees to go out with you, did you have a little moment of, whoa?
So it's funny, we're from a very small town as well. So, and we're a really tight-knit family. So we still go back and visit our town. And I think that I think that because we've been able to, and I think it's why we get along in Australia so well. It's like, I feel like Australia has a feeling of a small town in some places. And I think that sometimes we relate more to the small town. I think because we grew up in a small town, we feel very much at home. I think because people always ask why have you guys had such a relationship with Australia over the years? Well, I think it's because we do have that same sort of small town vibe, and we're a very tight family. So wherever we go, I think it's a little like there's people can get excited, but I think we dissipate it pretty quickly by just how like I don't know. We relate. I just feel like we relate.
You guys
in maybe
relate
a different
to
way. So
you do relate to it.
You and Cameron Diaz, like your family, you've always kept your family life private, which I think people really respect because we know that some celebrities they just can't avoid it. We know that people get followed and stuff, but it's just it was that feeling of just going. It's such a big deal when you end up going, oh my God, she's a Hollywood superstar. And now you're having this normal, healthy relationship.
But quickly people feel. I think quickly people get out of that. They snap out of that just because of how Joel, Nicole, me, Cameron, all of us. We just kind of try to move through the world in the same way we do our real life, and we always kind of call it like our work life and our real life.
Yeah.
We try to not disconnect those people. Sometimes you have to protect yourself a little bit, but I'll tell you what, we have a lot of fun wherever we go, and we make friends pretty easily. And with music, it's so easy. It's like coming to town for a tour. You get really warm welcome. Everyone's excited you're there. And with music, we have sort of more of a niche audience. So people really feel they get to know us in a different way. And we always get along great wherever we go, and I hopefully if that continues. We haven't had any problems, so
it will, mate. I'm sure it will continue. It'll continue well into the Feb 17, where you're going to be kicking off the tour with us, and I'm excited because I get to dust off my etnies again. I haven't worn them for 20 odd years, mate. So it's going to be great.
And your Jinkos, get your Jinko jeans out,
Absolutely. Hey, mate, just a couple of things just in case, right? These are a couple of little just in case questions in case you find yourself with a cheeky 5 minutes and go, hey, Pete, Kimber, let's go out. Let's go and have some fun. Do you like animals?
Where are you taking me?
Do you like animals, water slides, botanical gardens, or fish?
Like fishing.
Well, fish or fishing. I can do fishing.
I like fishing.
Okay.
I like fishing. I like, what was the other one?
Water slides, botanical gardens, or animals?
Animals. That's always good. That's always fun. Who doesn't love to go see the animals? Fishing. Don't worry, I throw them back. And golf.
Oh, yeah.
Big golf.
Okay. All right. So just
looking.
I bet you there's some. I bet there's some sick golf.
Yeah, there's some really nice golf in Perth, mate, and some lovely places. Good. Yeah. We'll lock those away and we'll start making a few phone calls, mate. But we are so excited to have you guys here. We can't wait. As I mentioned, you can grab your tickets and whatnot. RAC Arena, February 17. Benji Madden from Good Charlotte. What a pleasure, mate. Thank you so much for stopping by on the Pete and Kimber Show.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, next time he's doing a little sneaky visit to Perth, do you want to drop in, say hi? We'll make it really subtle. We'll be really quiet about it.
on the way out.
Yeah, cool.
Sounds good. Good on you,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Let's get
You
into
got
one
it.
of the
You got
massive hits that got us there in the first place. Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous here on the Pete and Kimber Show. Grab your tickets and we will see you there